Hey there, welcome to the Luce Lumiere channel. Just in case you didn't know where you were, welcome to the Illumination. We're looking at the good for the next 30 days. This is a timeless reading. But we are looking, when you meet this, when you find this, what that is for you. I'm channeling into the next 30 days of when you watch this because the energy is freaking wild. But there is something about May 2025. If you're watching this in not May 2025, or even like the last week of May, and you're like, bah, 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 there could still be something here for you. Because I've done that. I've clicked on videos and I'm like, oh my god, this is hitting. And it's a video from like, like a long time ago, baby. So, suspend time if you need to. Otherwise, for everybody right now, 4, 5, 7, 8, what is the good coming? Let's look into that. I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Hey there, Paul 8. Paul 8. What is the good coming towards you? Do you want to take these? You know what? Balls out, let's go. I've been thinking that I miss reading with just oracle cards. I've started reading full time with tarot and oracle cards come in here and there, but I started my channel just reading with oracle cards, and those messages still hit to this day. I go back to old videos to watch those readings. No tarot, no nothing, just oracle cards and intuition. It was great. I think I missed those days, but that's fine. We have the Tower in reverse, the Ace of Swords, the Empress, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse. This is a real interesting folder with the Empress crowning the reading. A toppling of an Ace of Cups and a Four of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Swords is quite interesting. The Tower is in reverse. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting for you. I'm going to say this in the past tense, but I want you to apply it how you needed to. Like, I'm going to do my work and you do yours, you know what I mean? Something happened and it called you to have to boss up. A lot of the phrases are very masculine. Man up, boss up, put your big girl shoes on is probably the only sort of feminine one. Something happened and it made you man up. I don't know what the women equivalent of that is. I feel like maybe it's a lot of masculine terms because maybe women are always ready. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you kind of look at it in a certain kind of way, like women are always sort of ready. The female being's capacity to handle so much more stimuli and pressure is notoriously, scientifically known and acknowledged that more feminine geared brains are able to handle more so, right? The myth or actuality of the multitasking versus one track mind type thing. Obviously, we all have these styles of functioning depending on what's going on, but I think the lesson here is that by and large, a more feminine geared brain is more survival ready. Dare I say it? And when we say that, you kind of go, oh, survival, that's a very masculine thing. Because I'm imagining jungle and, you gotta fight, you gotta, attack and to survive, right? Survival of the fittest is fighting, but the survival that I'm talking about here is survival in nature. Like, in order to survive in nature, the same jungle example, you really have to have your feminine wiles about you. You need to be able to assess a situation, to move forward or back down, to be able to receive and watch, and to be able to navigate and negotiate certain spaces, doing this and this and this and this to make the day work, to make the day make sense. The masculine energies, hunter-gatherers type mentality is you go out, you assess, you fight, you capture, you bring it home. And from that bringing of home, the gatherer is the homemaker, or whatever we're calling that energy that handles the next half. That next half is massive. There's the skinning of the thing. If you're a vegan, I'm sorry, a vegetarian, I apologize, but there's the tackling of what to do with what's been brought home, that trophy, how to handle it, how to how to preserve it, how to cook it, how to honor each and every part of its body for this and this and this, whether it's for clothing and warmth, or for beddings, or for school shoes, bitch, I don't know. Like, there's that feminine part that is multitasking, that multiplies that one action, right? A game has been brought home, and this game is multiplied by that feminine mentality. Now, obviously, you could be a male presenting person and have this feminine capacity to expand one thing that's been given to you. Again, we're human. Like, human doesn't go, I'm going to shut this part down. Like, actually it does. But if you're watching this channel and you're in the spiritual space, please don't let me do your homework for you. Like, you know what I mean, okay? Many female presenting people and female identified people, women, are very knowledgeable about the fact that they have to play the masculine role in certain spaces. And many have lost the feminine in themselves, and many men have lost the feminine in themselves, or lost the masculine in themselves. This isn't a lesson about that, but it is actually very poignant to this situation here that is the good for you 7 minutes later, in the upcoming 30 days or this month that you're about to go into or currently experiencing. It is calling the part of you that is, I was going to say divine feminine, but not really. The part of you that is divine in a receptive and conqueror way. It's giving Cleopatra, right? It's giving Libra. And let me tell you why. Libra, from what I've heard, is the zodiac feminine ideal. I say that with bunny ears around it. Libra is also cardinal air. Cardinal meaning leader. That's what I'm getting here. Someone who is taking charge, and taking charge by assessing situations, taking charge by looking at things in a way where, come hell or high water, I will make what I need to do happen. It's not in a forceful way. It's not in a show of strength, in a very masculine way, as we've been known to identify strength as. It's not even in a quiet way, though. Like, feminine is not quiet. This is bold steps. It's not quiet, but it is personal. Does that make sense? That's why you would say it's personal, because if we look at masculine as like an outward display and feminine as an inner display, this is an inner display that will be reflected outwardly. This is very, very interesting energy. The Empress is such a powerful energy, and she's not just feminine in the way that we as a society have bottled it down and sifted it down to be the opposite of masculine. No. When you say divine feminine, to me, it's a swirl. It's a swirl. It's not just a person. It's an archetype that can live as a part of a whole. But not everybody sees that. That's why I have to go into so many spiels when I call you girl in my readings, and people will get offended. Especially in a world right now where that's just happening. The Empress is an energy that you are stepping into, not because, no, it's an energy that you're stepping into in May because that is the part of you that you're calling forth. However way you identify, present, or whatever, that is the part of you that you are stepping into. This is the thinker. This is meticulousness. This is looking at the signs and acting accordingly. This is leaning into your intuition based off of what's going on, and you're acting. There's no thought. Like, it's just kind of funny, you guys. There's no thought here, which is very masculine emperor, maybe, but the emperor thinks, right? But there is deliberation here, but the deliberation is in the action. I don't know how to explain this. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, you won't be heartbroken much this month. You won't be heartbroken much this month. In fact, you'll be feeling incredibly powerful. You'll be feeling incredibly powerful. There's something here about epiphanies that you have found yourself in. Epiphanies that you yourself have been cooking in the background, right? Your inner feminine has been cooking on the inside. That sounds sexist, but it's not. That inner feminine has been digesting and organizing and sifting, right? The octopus brain of this many things going on that like the feminine mindset can do, where it's multiplying, and it's been taking what's been multiplying within you, all the signs and symbols and the statistics and all these things that have been going on in your head and your being. And when we've been living life, nothing has happened, but thoughts sift up to our consciousness, and we all of a sudden have epiphanies and new insights. That's what's happening for you this month. And the beautiful thing about that, babe, which I need you to understand in this reading, is as that is happening for you, it is happening internally. This is internal stuff happening that will be showing externally. This is alignment in a beautiful way and in an unseen way, but also very seen. I don't know how to like put you in my body so you can understand this message, because I kind of wish this was a To Whom It May Concern one-off so we could really delve into this. But you're literally the first pile I've done, and I have 3 more piles to do, and I need to be out of here in 30 minutes. And it's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah. So you're getting epiphanies. You could be also receiving some news this month that is the external epiphany that happens and turns you inward. Not really turning you inward, but that ignites the power within. And you begin to feed yourself. It's giving, like, I usually say big things pop in, little things stop in. But it's not that. It's adjacent to that. It's like a sibling or cousin to that. It's more so you feeding yourself. If you're someone who watches a lot of Loose Lemire readings and you pick pile 1, you're coming through here. Okay. You're feeding yourself. You're taking away, oh wow, by not really taking away. Like, you're just withdrawing your attention from certain things and you're using it to fund one thing. It's very, very interesting. I don't know if you're a plant person, you know that if you put too many plants in a plant pot, they're fighting for resources. It's a cute look, but they're fighting for resources. Not every plant is gonna win. There's gonna be a bully plant, as I like to call it. There's gonna be sacrificial plants, as I like to call them. For the strengthening of one plant, all the nutrients in there will be siphoned from those other plants into that one stronger root. And there's something like that that's happening for you. Little things are stopping and a bigger thing is being nurtured and grown. And this feels very automatic. It's just you're gonna do it. This is so intuitive. You're just gonna know that you're gonna do it, and maybe some parts of you will fight that, like, oh wait, no, because that's like going off your script, that's going off what you've been doing, but you just know that that this is what you're gonna do anyway. It's that cardinal energy of this is what we're doing, we're leading, we're moving forward. You're also coming over a heartbreak. So I don't know if someone's coming towards you in love, if that's a thing. Then there's that as a good. But also you're getting over a heartbreak. If you're making a decision about something that would have broken your heart a while ago, even like last month or last year, okay, it's not breaking your heart anymore. If anything, making this decision feels very aligned and like healing for you. This is great. You're stepping into your power. But the thing is, what I need to make clear for you is it's a power that has been in existence within you. It was just kind of there waiting for you to call upon it. There's a black bird looking at me. That's crazy. I've never seen a black bird before. What is that? Why is that bird black? Is that a weird question? I've never seen a black bird before. That's not a normal bird in my neighborhood. All right. And it's not a raven. It's just a little bird. Is that a dove? I mean, like a pigeon? Maybe. Anyway, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, there's something here about you withdrawing your energy, you siphoning energy from other places that will call, for those of you in love, maybe bring someone closer to you. Someone who has not been away due to them having a tower moment in their own life. They're now freed up to be able to, Queen of Pentacles, come towards you with some level of truth. And you are in your queendom. You're in your empressdom. You're in your world of you thriving, and you're feeding yourself, and you're okay, and you can handle it. I don't know, but something about that. There's something here about teamwork too. Something about you not doing things alone anymore. Someone is coming here. Let's follow that thread. Tell me more about this energy is coming towards my plates. And then we gotta go. The moon in reverse. There's been some sense of clarity where there wasn't. There's something that you believed about a situation, right? That epiphany we were talking about. There's something that you believed about a situation that you'll be seeing. Oh, like that. Like that'll be your reaction. Oh, or that'll be someone's reaction around you. Like, let's say you doing all these things in response to external stimuli. So you're really going big in your bag. You're building your foundation. You're working more at work. You're looking for a new job. You're expanding your business. You're doing something, babe. And people around you who are used to being a little bit more available in certain ways, or responding in, long soliloquies, and you're just giving like maybe sentences, like something's changed. People may have misunderstood that and thought, oh, maybe you're mad at them, taking it personally, etc. Perhaps. And perhaps there's something here that happens where they find out that, oh, you're just busy. Oh, this has been happening. That's why you've been, oh, that's what I mean. But there's also this idea of you having that, oh, okay. Some sense of clarity where there may not have been one. Some. Page of Wands in reverse is really weird. Can you clarify that? The King of Swords. That's so funny. Okay. Well, yeah, this is what I was asking, but can you clarify that a bit more? The Lovers in reverse. Oh, I was going to say in the Tower. See, I'm getting a little weird in these messages in my head. I need more than that. I need more spirit. Clarify this Page of Wands. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'll say what I'm getting. Okay. And whatever happens after, we'll see what happens after. But what I'm getting is this is part of that epiphany, right? The Page of Wands in reverse is giving, oh, it's highlighting that, oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what I'm getting. It makes sense because it ties up to these two aces and that energy around that. Around someone, this King of Swords, which we were picking up earlier. Like I said, Spirit lives in illumination. Spirit rules the illumination. Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. The Lovers in reverse is this miscommunication or this obstacle it's almost like an obstacle has been cleared. That's what I'm getting, babe. Call it wishful thinking on my part. It's not. This is the message I'm getting. What often happens is I watch these readings back sometimes and I look at the energies and I'm like, oh no, that's actually, I could go deeper into that because I'm reading it from a different mind, and a different perspective. And I've always wanted to sort of like write in the comments, like, if you picked pile 8, this could also mean I don't do that though. But that's what I'm seeing here. Some type of knowledge is coming to you that is helping you understand about a connection with another person, this King of Swords type. Could this be you as well, right? Could you be the King of Swords type? It could be. I was asking more so about relationship, but seeing as this is also, you know, something with you, it could, no, Spirit's saying no, but I'll say it anyway. This King of Swords could be this representation of you having this moment about something about yourself or some journey you were taking, and this rerouting and how it actually in a roundabout way helps you overcome a mountain or hurdle that has been in the way, of a choice that you couldn't make, but now that the choice has been sort of made for you, it's a choice that you know makes sense anyway. It's a choice that is in alignment, even though it feels like you have no choice, but you actually do have a choice, but like you have no choice. I don't know how to explain it to you. This is what I have. I think I'm going to stop here. I wish you everything, pile 8. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. When I'm not so pressed for time, but it has literally been 20 minutes, but I spent 7 of those defining something that I do think is necessary for you to know that you are stepping into this power that may feel passive, may feel receptive, but also feels like you are attacking something, as in you are going for something, you are about to you're dominating something, but it's from a perspective of not, you know, walking around with your thang swinging. It's from a more receptive, analytical approach, and which King of Swords, thanks for that. An approach where it's a more feminine approach. And feminine, you really have to understand what feminine really is. Feminine is that empty space that you can use to create, right? Like, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. You're the good in May, which I really want to go more into. I might do this again. Just remind me, for you, is you are stepping into a part of you that is so called for right now. It's so called for right now and is different, but still very you. And it's wonderful because this part of you, it's time for this part of you to shine. The Empress is mother, and the Empress, and when you think about mother, I think of those women who get that adrenaline to lift up an entire car, right? Like they get the backing of thousands of angels to, well, maybe not thousands, but you know what I mean? That the power of ants, okay, to lift up a car to save their baby or to do something because that mother energy is in them to do what they need to do. That strength is internal, is now being expressed externally. And it's still feminine. It's still, I don't want to say soft or whatever, but it is still that softness and that measuredness and that keenness that is being expressed. I don't know, babe. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it's powerful. You're stepping into a very powerful phase where mother knows best and you are mother. You're just gunning for it and it's beautiful. I love it for you. I don't know if this is what you wanted to hear, but that's what I got for you. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Pal 5. Hey, Pal 5. Pal 5, what's the good coming towards you in the next 30 days? Or, you know, in this month. I want to tell you that my readings are not all inclusive, right? But, well, they're all encompassing, but they're not all inclusive. Usually for something like this, or just even with how I read, the good that I pick up on, or whenever I'm doing something like this, that's so funny, is usually like a big energy. But it's not the only energy. Okay? Like, just because I say, oh, you're going to be stepping into yourself this month, doesn't mean that's the only good. It just means that is something that is going to be permeating a lot of what will be going on for you in the month, and it's like great, or like a pretty big part of you, or whatever. Now go tell everybody else in the other piles. Page of Swords, the Emperor. Three of Swords, the King of Wands. This is really interesting. If you watched pile 8, this could be telling you a little bit more of what you've been through and what that particular thing is becoming for you. Three of Swords is major arcana type energy. And by that, I mean the Three of Swords energy is so strong that it really, like, it really gives major vibes. Like, you can think of like the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, that's like major energy, but it's not. It's a minor arcana. And for a minor arcana, the Three of Swords is one of the most palpable. I don't think you want to look at the heartbreak. I don't think you want to look at the heartbreak that is not coming for you. No. I don't think that's necessarily, I think you don't want to look at the heartbreak that's coming, that's perceived coming, that has come, that has happened, that has been going on within you. You're trying to avoid it. You're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're not looking at it, you're avoiding it. You're avoiding the thing that hurts. You're avoiding the abandonment, the nothing has happened yet, the I've been doing this for so long, I've been wishing, hoping, waiting, dreaming, and yet nothing. I've been praying, manifesting, doing all these things, improving myself, and yet nothing. You're not looking at the heartbreak. You're not looking at the effect of the heartbreak. And this month, the heartbreak wants you to look at it. The heartbreak wants to be dealt with. The Page of Swords is looking this side. The King of Wands is in reverse. He's looking that side. The Emperor, he's facing forward, but he's side-eyeing this side. The Three of Swords is right smack dab in the middle, saying, honor me, look at me, mourn with me. Don't do what others have done. Don't do what you think others are doing. Don't do what the rest of the world or conditions have set. Don't ignore me. Don't you do the same thing that you are sad about. Don't you do the same thing that is going on to create me to me. A moment of silence for that. For whomever needs to hear that, which is you, Pal 5. There's a lot of court cards here, and someone who is, I don't want to say bulldozing, because that's not it, but maybe. Right? Someone who is trying to keep it together in the face of heartbreak. Whether that's my career has broken my heart, this love lost has broken my heart, this love found has broken my heart, this journey has broken my heart, my body has broken my heart, my dedication to my body or lack thereof has broken my heart, my health journey has broken my heart, my neighbor has broken my heart, nature has broken my heart, my government has broken my heart, the events of the world has broken my heart, the lack of family has broken my heart, the lack of friendship has broken my heart, the absence of family or friendship or stability has broken my, like, whatever the fuck it is, right? Whatever that heartbreak is, Pal 5, it is asking, is begging to be attended to. And the thing is, I think you are going to be attending to it. That's what we're trying to 5 minutes later, that's what we're getting to. You are going to be attending to it. Period. Something will show you that, oh God, I'm doing that. And maybe it's this reading. I'm doing what I feel has been done to me, to myself. And there's something there about epiphany where you kind of go, well, wait a minute. I didn't even know I was doing that to myself. I wasn't even aware that I was doing that to myself. And the epiphany in that, it's a double time epiphany. Number one, oh my God, I've been doing this to myself. Number two, I wasn't even aware I was doing this to myself, which is part number one. So number two is really, oh my gosh, what if those other experiences, those clients, those people, those friends, those families, those neighbors, those birds, whatever, didn't know that they were affecting me in this way? Because I didn't even know I was affecting myself in this way. You know, something like that. And there's a nice, hopefully, level of degree of forgiveness or understanding at the best of other people, let's say if it's people, of how other people have reacted to you or treated you, or how you've ended up in certain situations with people, because you see that if you could do it to yourself, then how can a whole other person who's not even in you know or recognize that they had this effect on you, and how sometimes that's not even really on them, but it's on how we digested that information. As for somebody, I'm not saying you haven't been hurt and that people haven't, purposely done anything or anything like that. What I'm saying is lending understanding to the fact that not everybody is malicious on purpose. And sometimes that happens, and we end up being caught up in the crossfires of XYZ. And that when we realize that we do it to ourselves, there's some sense of humbling and forgiveness. And that allows us to then tend to ourselves and tend to the other experiences in our world with a lot more consciousness and open heart, but also, protective. You want better for yourself. And the good is in this month, the next 30 days or what have you, you want better for yourself. You're no longer ignoring the parts of yourself that you thought were dragging you down. You're honoring them. And as you do that, you heal. And you act accordingly. Because you know what's sad, Pal 5? I lost it. What was I saying? When we realize that the thing we've been fighting against is actually the thing we've been looking for, that's sad. I don't think that's exactly what I was going to say, but when the thing we've been avoiding, the thing we haven't assimilated, the thing we've been running away from, when we face it, we realize it's just a part of us that has been crying for our attention, wants to feel like it belongs, wants to be assimilated, integrated, and released. And when we're moving more as a whole being, as opposed to a part of ourselves who thinks it's better than other parts of ourselves, it's so much better when we move as a whole being. Now, for everybody, this can be quite tricky. So I'll offer myself up as an example. One of my toxic traits is being understanding. I'm entirely too understanding of other people, their circumstances, where they're coming from, what they've been through, etc., etc. And how that has played out in a lot of my relationships and dynamics with people is I understand where they're coming from. Of course I do. How can I not? And that understanding it's like this quote from Ender's Game, something about when you understand your enemy, you love them. It's difficult to be angry at someone or to hate them when you can understand what made them the way they are and why they're doing what they're doing to some degrees, right? So what would happen would be I would swallow my anger, I would swallow my pain, and it wasn't even hard to swallow because I get it. Oh, okay. I understand. You're acting like this because you've been through this, and whatever I did, which was no fault of mine, made you respond in this way. And okay, I apologize. I can see how that would have come off that way. Blah, blah, blah. The thing about that is, you do that enough times, you start realizing that what I started realizing at the end of the day was, I was ignoring myself. I was ignoring the pain, because in some cases, people really deeply misunderstood me. And that being misunderstood, in as much as I could understand, they misunderstood me because of their own experiences. Knowing that they've known me for X amount of time, or they're my partner, or they're a comrade, or whatever it is. How could you misunderstand me so deeply? That hurt me. What I had to realize was I also needed to understand myself, not just the other person. And so I came to this point by realizing that I didn't want to give up being understanding. I don't want to give up a positive trait about myself because of the wrong people or the wrong dynamics. So what am I to do? Because if I continue the way I've been continuing, I'll continue getting what I'm getting. So I said, well, Luz, what do you want to do? I said, I still want to be understanding. Okay, how can we continue being understanding and not continue winding up in the same situations and dynamics? And what blossomed in dealing with that and no longer running away from that. Oh, I'm a good person because I'm understanding. Why didn't they understand that? No, let's figure this out. Was I also needed to include myself in that understanding, and that understanding them and myself and my reactions, honoring my feelings, was a better way for me to find alignment in how best to act in those situations. For you, this King of Wands, flipping from ignoring to paying attention. I love that it's the King of Wands, and it could be no other king given these energies here. Because he's the King of action. He's the King of taking charge. Through understanding yourself this month, through understanding a part of your heartbreak, you are going to take action on it, integrate it within you, understand yourself deeper, not give yourself excuses. This isn't about giving yourself excuses. This isn't saying, take me at my worst and you can have me at my best. No, this is about being a better you. Please. Genuinely being a better you and acting accordingly. Because when you act in a way when we act in ways that we are ignoring parts of ourselves that are very vital to who we are, we act in ways where the sadness is we continue to create those situations. We continue to recreate those situations. And that's the sadness here of this situation. This King of Wands continues to create situations where this heartbreak is perpetuated. You know why? Because this heartbreak is trying to make this King of Wands see it. Please pay attention to me. Please pay attention to me. Please pay attention to me. The more businesses, experiences, career, or whatever show up for this King of Wands are from this hurt that wants to be seen and witnessed. When the King of Wands looks at this heartbreak, this pain, this hurt within him, he's able to assimilate it. He's able to move accordingly. He's no longer creating from a space of that heartbreak and avoiding it. He's creating from a space of honoring it. And what you create from those spaces is completely different. Completely different. I don't understand why my good goods become sermons. This has been happening for a while now. And I don't know how to stop it. Maybe I need to use different decks. Because the energy is so... I don't even know what this is for. Anyway, babe. The Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is not a Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is how this King of Wands approaches this Three of Swords. How the part of you that has been creating and doing and conquering the fucking world and building your empire, that part of you is turning this month, the good for you, into that pain. Turning to that pain and saying, I'm here. I'm listening. And who better to listen and honor that pain than the Knight of Cups? That's why the Knight of Cups is in reverse, because he's going to this heartbreak. He's dealing with these feelings. He's taking that emotional journey and doing the emotional homework and gaining the wisdom and care that will do with wisdom and care. The Knight of Cups is very wise. This person becomes the Queen of Cups. Is highly intuitive. This is someone who is honoring emotions, honoring one's emotion, honoring one's heartbreak, honoring one's pain. And that, babe, you honoring that pain won't make you break. You are the Emperor. You are the Page of Swords. You won't break. Will it be uncomfortable? Absolutely. I mean, definitely Eight of Pentacles is giving break. Oh, it's not funny, actually, because this is energy that's very close to home. The Emperor is giving break with the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But it's more so maybe an unlearning. It's an unlearning and a rewiring of how the empire is being built. Now that we've stopped ignoring the heartbreak, the pain, we've approached it with wisdom and reverence and kindness and care, and are taking that journey seriously, moving it with us. Now we can build an empire, a path forward that is more informed. That is more informed with this new information that's always been there, but new information that's now being assimilated into us, that's being integrated into our beings, your being. Can you explain the Eight of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. Five of Cups. Okay. That's beautiful, actually. The Swords and Cups are internal energies. And we've talked about the internal space here. The Swords and Cups are internal energies. And the Seven of Swords, this Three of Swords, is very much, obviously to me, pointing at a Ten of Swords. A Ten of Swords that does come with a little bit of a breakdown, but it's not. Pile 5, I want to tell you that if you have a moment this month where when you're dealing with your heartbreak, when you're facing it, and you have a really strong moment where you feel like you can't go on, I don't think that's really gonna happen. I mean, it really will cut. Not even can't go on in like a big time way, but where you're just kind of like really like you just cry. You have a good cry this month. Like maybe you watch a movie and it just makes you so sad over something that's happened in your world, or you know, you've been working so hard and the client falls through or something like that. Allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to break. Because breaking is going to be different for everybody. Some people break all the time and like they're Gucci with that. Some people have a hard time Emperor breaking because they don't allow themselves to feel fully, right? The Three of Swords is here. They don't allow themselves to fully dip into those feelings because I got shit to do, right? Doechi's song Bloom. I was like, I got bills to pay. Like, I don't have time to do all the things in the world. But there's something here about allowing yourself to feel the heartbreak, or allowing yourself to really assimilate that heartbreak that does, like we were saying, reach you to the pinnacle of that so you can start anew and informed with the Page of Swords. It's beautiful. And you get to rewrite things and you start a little bit new with new information. But, yep, the Nine of Swords. Absolutely. But you can handle this. You can handle this. I love this for you. There's something blossoming in your world, the good, and you'll be seeing that in March. May. In the next 30 days. Or in this month, in the recent 30 days, girl. I don't know what to do. I call it ready, girl. There's something blossoming for you. The good that's coming for you is a blossoming of something that's coming for you. And it could be that when this thing blossoms for you, you feel how either easy it was, how hard you've worked, and how much you deserve this. And it makes you feel sad about why it took this long, or why this didn't happen sooner, or why this person isn't around to see you blossom. And there's something about this success, this thing that happens for you this month that makes you reflect in that heartbreak that you've been ignoring and pushing through. For some of you, that could be just how this energy moves for you. And I'm hearing a bunch of sirens outside, so possibly that. It doesn't have to be as scary as you will face a heartbreak and you will have to, like, no, like something good can happen and it's kind of like, dang, like I wish that person that I really liked was here to celebrate with me, you know? Or dang, I wish I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave it there. I wish you everything, Pal 5. I really, really do. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Howdy, hey, ho, Pal Sylvan. Pal Savon. Pal Savon. Pal Savon, what's the good coming towards you, babe? Excuse me. You don't have to be a baby watching this, but... What is the good coming towards Pal 7? You know, my goods are so weird. Like, I just can't be normal. Tower in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You know, it's crazy. I kind of took a break between recording this pile and the other piles to visit the little girl's room. And or as Jess from My Therapist calls her, you gotta check her channel out, My Therapist, TAROPIST. She's great. She calls it the little reader's room. That's genius. I took a break to go to the little reader's room, and I was in there, and I was like, you know, it was so wild if every card I did came out reversed, and it's just so crazy how spirit really talks to me when I'm like most relaxed. The little reader's room is just very relaxing. It's one of life's simple pleasures, honestly. And sure enough, that spirit being like, plot out. The next reading you did is all reversals. We've got 2 major arcanas flanking 2 minor arcanas. Minor arcana is very interesting. Minor makes it seem like lesser, and I get that. Major is great, and I think this is more about maybe the layers of energy. Like the ozone layers, you know? There's multiple layers around Earth, and neither one is lesser. There's just the layer that's here, the layer that's here, the layer that's here, and that makes it a little smaller of a layer, but it's still so important. And I was speaking about this the previous pile, about how this is important to you, babe. How certain minor arcana energies are just as potent and as big and grande as the majors. And this is what I'm getting here for you. 5 of Pentacles is not a joke. 5 of Pentacles is not a joke. It's not a joke energy. There are some energies that when I'm reading are joke energies. I'm not going to tell you them right now, but... And granted, it does depend on the reading that we're doing and what feels like what. And since this is a span of the next month ahead, or the next 30 days, or this current month, maybe that's why these energies feel so much bigger today. Even 3 of Wands is probably the lesser of these energies, actually. But she's still big. Let's get into your reading. That was part of your reading. But we have the Magician in the reverse. Every card is in the reverse. The Magician, the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, und the Tower. I love my job. I love being able to read for you because as I'm reading, I'm seeing a plane in the sky. It's a blue body plane with, I think, a white and red stripe on the back wing thingy. And that really relates to your reading. The good this month for you, Pal 7, is something is coming. You don't have to wait long. If anything, something is arriving literally like in a day, an hour, 2 days, this week. You've got mail. Oh, I missed that. Oh, you've got mail. Oh my God. Yes. Can I get that ringtone? Something is coming. Something has arrived. Something has already arrived. Like something is here for you. You don't have to wait anymore. Something has happened. And maybe you're watching this, you're like, no, Luz, nothing. It's coming. Come back to me in a hot week. Put it in your phone calendar right now. In a week, message Luz, and you're going to forget to message me because you'll be like, I'm so busy in this thing that arrived. I don't know what this is, though. Something that you've been wanting. Something that you've manifested. It's arrived. It's here. This could do with your money. This could do with people. Taking care of people. For some of you, this could do with a job. For some of you, this could do with some type of clients. If this is career, I'm not seeing colleagues. Well, okay. If this is career, I am seeing colleagues, but I'm seeing colleagues leaving. I don't know if you're leaving. Like maybe you left before things went bad. Maybe like some type of severance check or pay, and like you've made some choice and that was a good decision to leave, or it is a good decision to. Decision to. And as far as good, because I think you're getting out early, or you got out early. Good for you. You're moving fast. If you're not in any of that, then there's something that you acted upon. If you did, that it's good that you thought about it and you started moving when you did, or you will be acting on something about maybe perhaps leaving a situation or a situation that you've left. This is giving past tense, babe. But you've left something and that's good you did. But there's something here about people leaving your workplace, if it's workplace. There are people leaving your workplace. It's not just one person. It's not just one person. And for those of you who work with clients, there's certain clients coming in to your workplace. So if you're like an entrepreneur, let's say, you are finding clients outside or people are coming to you. Either way, they're there for you and they need what you have. Whatever service you offer. If you're in business, then as in if your career deals with clients, there's certain clients, more than one, that are affirming something for you. They either want to like work with you, they request for you, they put in something that is like kudos to you because you helped them through something's going on here, but your clients are like coming through for you, or the people you work with or for are coming through for you. It's sweet. It's like a couple. And you have some people leaving your workplace if you work in a work. If it's not work, there's people in your life that are leaving a situation and it is a good thing. They are leaving that situation or thinking about leaving that situation because they're getting out before things get crazy, or things have already been getting crazy and they are advised to leave. They should leave. It may be painful for them to leave. Like, I don't know if they have another job lined up or if it's going to be costly for them to leave, but whatever the case may be, there's people who are leaving and they should leave a situation. And then there's people who are coming in and it's right for them to do that. It's a good, like, you are a safe haven. If it's work or a relationship or, you know, family or whatever, like, you are a safe haven and it's a good that you can provide a safe haven. Travel is here. So if you have people visiting or people who need help, you will be helping them, and that's a good. If you are that person, you will be finding help. That will be very nice. More than you would have thought. Not maybe like the ultimate, but something more than you thought you would get. And that's nice. If you're helping people, you are the solution, and they're very happy about the fact that you exist for this solution. I'm gonna dial it back now because I'm getting into some really crazy stuff, but the good is something that you've been manifesting or thinking about is happening, has happened. You have gotten news about it or will be getting news about it. And it is going to be helpful in your career and in your path ahead. What you've been manifesting, this is the form it is currently taking. That's an interesting way to say that. Oh my gosh. I don't know why my arm hurts. Is it because of sleep? No, my other arm hurts too. Why does my... Oh, I was lifting boxes yesterday. Bruh. Oh, I'm so strong. Tell me more about the good, please. Or what other good or something. I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me sweat, or to make me frown. I got no strings to hold me down. I ain't got no strings on me. You're leaving a situation, babe. Or you left a situation in good riddance. Is this the Two of Cups? Sure is. Is this the Three of Cups? Sure is. Is the Knight of Wands? Sure is. Let's keep going. Seven of Pentacles? Sure is. There's something here about your money, your work. This could be about your body. Maybe you stopped doing something just in the nick of time before your body could have gotten worse. I feel like you might be finding out that there's something that you did that is a good thing you did it in the nick of time, or someone around you. I'm over that story, but here we have it again with the Four of Cups in reverse. Like, you ain't having it. You said nah. Or somebody around you said nah. Three of Pentacles, you're working with people, okay? It's the same message, babe. Same message, babe. There's people who need your expertise. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Pentacles. There's people who need your expertise. There's people who need whatever you offer. And it's nice. You are in a position to offer it. You may be feeling maybe insecure about it or whatever the case may be, but speak up if you need to, apply if you need to, if that's relevant for you, because there are people out there who are looking for exactly what you are offering. Okay, like dead ass, just dead ass. There are people who are looking for exactly your positioning, where you're at, and you will be something that is too good to be true, and it's gonna be great. So don't be too scared to show up. I ain't got no strings on me. Hi ho, there we go. What's the only way to go? Hi ho, the home we go. Whistle while you work. I don't know where this medley comes from. I used to work for Disney at some point. And that was great. That was a great point in my life. I don't know where this medley comes from. Maybe it's a park, but I mean, maybe I don't know why. It's a mashup for sure, but anyway, there's some type of collaboration coming for you this month that's going to be really nice. It's going to be mutually beneficial. Very mutually beneficial, which is sweet. You are good. Hi ho, to home we go. If there's something here about home, whether you're sharing your home or you're going into people's homes or someone's coming into your home or you're finding a new home, whether that's metaphorically or literally in terms of people, you're finding home in people. People are finding a home in you. There's something here that this month, there's a nice sense of belonging as a result of aligned action and steps and manifestation. I love this for you. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time, my friend. Bye. Hey there, Pal 4. Pal 4. What's the good come towards you in the next 30 days or May or whatever within these 30 days that you've been living? What's the message from Spirit about this? The Emperor coming out again. The Devil. Hello. In reverse. Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, so while you work. There's something here about the Six of Cups. I just saw 6 birds. 6 little birds flying out my window. Someone had said they don't like how I read, and I never asked for clarification. And now I just get to live in my own world about what could they have meant. Maybe it's that. The Emperor, that's awful. The Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Whistle while you work. Queen of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups. There's some type of... That's fucking weird. There's some type of balancing act going on here. What is that? Oh, okay. Here's the thing. I don't know if that King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups is for you necessarily, or you are watching a situation where you're either watching a shit show go down in the form of someone's sort of relationship or their entanglement to something, like maybe you've been privy to that, or this person, this dynamic that you've watched over time, you're sort of getting some information about that. Yeah, it could have been a shit show. Yeah, for sure, definitely could have been a shit show. And look, I don't know, there could have been a situation which used to be a shit show, and you're sort of watching it release / and or blossom into something not as shit showy. Whistle while you twerk. This could be, a relationship at work, maybe people at work, interrelational stuff that's going on that you're seeing, maybe a work couple or someone at work who you talk to about their coupleship, or maybe a show you watch with somebody at work, babe, I don't know, that goes into a relationship that was not cute, and it still could be not cute, or maybe it's becoming cuter, I don't know, but there's something that you're observing. Could be a boss with the Emperor here. Now, I don't know why this would be your good. Like, what is that? Like, why would that be good? Just look at a shit show. Even if it is someone else's shit show improving. If it's not work, it could be people that you know, right? Some type of relationship that has untangled, or maybe someone that you knew once upon a time who had bad relationships, or they weren't treated well in relationships. They've untangled themselves from those, and I guess that's the story of the shit show fixing itself. But this could be finding love in a different area, and you're watching that and you're happy about that person's life evolution, in that they have found someone who deserves them, or they're more deserving of that dynamic, that they're found a more reciprocal relationship where I give to you, you give to me, we work together, as opposed to we're tied together, we will never part, I will if you ever like, it's just like not giving true goodness. Which is nice. I mean, good for you if you're watching that, but you're like, you didn't come here for that. Like, please. Please. So maybe that's you. Like, we can go there. Like, listen, maybe that's you. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's you. Finally, babe. Finally detangling yourself from a shit show type dynamic that you were tied to karmically, whatever that means, twin flamely, whatever that means, soulmatey, whatever that means. And you're finding yourself sort of feeling like, oh, yeah, I'm not really as invested as I used to be once in this. It doesn't make me as sad anymore. I think I'm like ready to move on. And perhaps ready to work together with somebody, and perhaps there is somebody that has conjured that in you. I don't understand why the Emperor's here. So while you work, this is something to do with work. Because the Emperor's a boss. Three of Pentacles is work. I don't know if you find a workplace romance here. Okay. Maybe you find a mentor in your work, and that's nice. Good for you. I think there's something here about becoming more empowered as well. You become a lot more empowered this month in your abilities to let go of what you used to be prisoner to. And I don't even want to say it like that, because we're not always prisoner to like bad things, but obviously if you're prisoner to something, then it's kind of a bad thing because it's keeping you prisoner. Like, that's not, prisoner is not the word that everybody likes. Like, that's not a cute word, or a dynamic rather. So you could be finding strength in something that was keeping you held and stuck in a very big way, and you're finding a semblance of freedom in that. You're no longer looking at that as being how it even has to be, because you can continue the dynamic, right? Like, if you are or have been in a historically toxic relationship with somebody, there's something here for a different story where you're not watching the shit show continue. There's something here where something is stopping, where something is being potentially released and going by way of this isn't right for us anymore. This isn't good for us. I want us to be different. Let's work together more. Like, this has been bad. We've poisoned each other. We've ruined each other. We've ruined what used to be beautiful. 5 of Cups. Let's work together. 3 of Cups, right? 3-3. Spirit lives in the house of Lemire. Okay? Spirit is the president, the emperor of the illumination. Because you just see this motif of 3 happening, and I love it. I was going to show you, but like, you don't care. It's something here about working together with somebody, and if that is the dynamic that you're in, working together with someone and seeing things for the long term, seeing things in a more above dynamic, and looking at it and going, hey, someone has to take charge. Like, you're taking charge of the situation. My throat hurts. You're taking charge of the situation and no longer, and like breaking the shackles. Like, you're just kind of saying, hey, can we just work together on this? Like, you're doing something, whether you're reaching out or something like that, and this is happening. And that's really beautiful. Like, you're taking charge. Let's talk a little bit more about this. There's something sexual here. Maybe not sexual. Maybe. Something about ovaries. Something about a period. Like, I hate. What is this? Oh, something sexual. Ace of Wands. Someone might get their period at a time when they don't really want their period. So if you've been trying to have a, oh boy, if you've been trying to have a baby, and what is this story? If you've been trying to have a baby and it hasn't worked out, it may work out in time when you sort of find either a specialist to ask about what's been going on and to check your body out, to help you understand what you can do to empower your body and to support it in the best way to have a baby. So this is about you taking a lot more agency in your body to take care of like your ovaries, or to check up what's going on in your internal sex organ system. What is that? Uterus? Girl. And figure out what you can do here. Maybe something with the lining being too thick or not thick enough, or certain things being in place, or tracking certain things. Like, that could be helpful for you, and that's maybe something that happens this month. If you want to have kids in the future, maybe there's something here this month about you seeing a gynecologist. If you are a person that doesn't have these parts, if you're that kind of a person, this Emperor here is a man who is watching over somebody. So maybe your friend has ovaries, or your friend has, or your partner has ovaries, if like you're someone who doesn't really like go through that, this could be something for you to maybe be supportive of them and work with them to find other solutions to help them through this space, and to be supportive in a very action-oriented way. Shout out to my people. Why do I want to flip these up? No, this is definitely upright. Reverse. Reverse. Okay. For those of you, again, who are trying to have kids, I'll go back to the rest of everybody else, like, aside from this, like, half person. That's actually really mean. Other than this person. If you're trying to have kids and it hasn't worked out, it doesn't mean that it won't. If you haven't had kids and it hasn't worked out, you might need to rest more, relax more, and that can be difficult, right? When someone keeps telling you to relax and you're like, I am relaxing, or I don't know how to relax, but there's something here about finding out what that means to you. Resting, checking out, not trying for a while, taking a break, untangling yourself, right? The devil in reverse, releasing yourself from something that you want. 5 of Cups, to work with your body. 3 of Pentacles and the Emperor, so that you get into a space where, in that space of not trying so hard, then this page can come up. And the Page of Swords is giving some type of if you've done that, this month could be a month where something takes hold. If you are in the process of doing that, this could be maybe like the next month, the Gemini season, which in real time of this is at the end of this month that we're watching this, or Libra season. Is that the next air sign after? Yeah. There's something here about Gemini and Libra season, okay? That could be important to you, especially even with the Emperor here. I don't know, I think the Emperor is like Taurus or some shit, but which is now, as I'm recording this right now, the energy now, if you're watching this and not this exact timeline, then the energy now for you is Emperor energy. Okay. Taurus energy is active within your field of life. I think it could happen though. Okay, so in terms of who are not birthing, the devil in reverse for you, I think, is about checking the systems in place for you that you will be doing or are guided to do this month, and you're good to see what is no longer conducive, right? We've talked about this before. It's no longer conducive to be in this type of environment, eating certain things, indulging yourself in certain things, and no longer releasing yourself from guilt, shame, and the heartbreak and the disappointments. Taking a break from that is something that is still here. Duh, for Swords. Taking a break from that, and in that being a form of working together with what you need to work with. Page of Swords here is something about seeking more information. In the reverse, I think there's a time when you don't need more information. You just need to be. And then there'll come a time when information that needs to be found will bubble up to your consciousness this month. And if you follow the threads, I think you'll find information that you need for whatever it is that you're going for in life. Okay? 3 of Swords. 3 of Cups. Didn't we talk about this earlier? Was that this pile? Didn't that come up in the beginning? Was that this pile? I don't remember anymore. The 3 of Cups is beautiful. This again harkens back to this 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, which is where once you've mourned and grieved and released what needs to be released within you, and you've rested a little bit, there's something here about a coming together, right? I kept going back to this 3 of Pentacles, working together with certain people. So for you, this next set of time, 3 is a massive motif that I don't think I said it, but I was seeing it in a lot of the energies except the Emperor. That's why I was like, why are you here, bruh? But 3 is a beautiful motif. Yeah, Gemini season could be important for you. in whatever way that means. Maybe you're a Gemini. I don't think the Gemini season could be important to you or something like that, especially if you're watching it in a now timeline. But Three of Cups is really beautiful. Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles is this idea of working with people and enjoying it. So this month you'll be working with people and enjoying it. You'll be assimilating with people and enjoying it. You'll be finding out new information, looking at new life, new ideas. Maybe you'll be learning something new. And that's the good, having a beginner mind about certain situations. You're still the emperor. You're still in this emperor power, this observer. But this observer is almost entangling itself from, the devil in reverse could even be mindset. I mean, we've talked about this before, but it could be, oh, I'm too old to go back to school. I'm too professional to go back to school. I'm too XYZ to humble myself. I'm too great to humble myself and ask this question or take this course or something like that, right? Take the course, ask the question, do the thing that seems counter to that thing that you're saying. No, I am too, no, don't do that. Yeah, there's something here about humbling yourself because that's where the gift is going to be for you. And if you've already done that, then great, right? You've humbled yourself to a point where this isn't making yourself low, but it's going from an emperor to a fucking page of swords. My God. It's going from someone who is king and queen in their space, sovereign in their space, to having to humble themselves and ask about something that they don't know about, because baby, you don't know everything. Like, you're not God. Like, please, you don't know everything. And that is your gift, to be able to, that is where the good lies in this, or in this, the next several months of whatever time period of your life, is to sort of humble yourself. And if you need to reach out to somebody, I guess do that. And it might be good for you. I think it might make you feel good. I wish you everything for what it's worth. Pile 4, and you got the Emperor, so that's a sense of stability. So for you this month, there is a sense of stability from a lot of instability that's been going on. And I think that instability is very devil reverse related. It's this instability of being tied to stuff that you just gotta wake up and you go, yeah, no, I'm not. No. And I think that's maybe something that wasn't ready for it to come out now. As another good is like, it wasn't ready before. It wasn't the time for you before, and now is the time. So don't crucify yourself too much for, I took so much time to get to this expert and ask these questions and get these answers. No. It had to be almost like now is the time, and you are in alignment because now is the time for this. For what it's worth. I wish you were everything. Keep it light on, good luck, and bye-bye.